Welcome, welcome to another relaxing video. And I'm back with Blade Runner. And we're in a very weird, dirty place. Underground, it seems. That's an underground station. So why are we here? What happened? So a brief summary. And well, basically, we're fugitives. We've been, the hunter has become the hunted. So last time, so if you follow all the episodes, you might know. But anyway, last time, what happened? Well, last time we've been accused of killing Izo, one of the characters. So now the police is after us. Maybe even the Blade Runners, because there were a couple of moments last time where, it's been hinted that maybe we are replicants as well. We're not human. There was a picture of us with the other replicants, but maybe the picture was doctored, was not real. Just photoshopped, as we say. I don't know. I don't think in Blade Runner they say that. Okay, we've been helping the replicants, but we've been accused by some maniacs to be a replicant, actually. So what if what we think we are, we're not? We have memories of being a Blade Runner, of being part of the police, but maybe that's just implanted memories, like all the other replicants. All the replicants have these fake memories of their past, because they haven't got a past. Is that the same with us? We don't know. Maybe we will find out. So that's the situation. So basically the police is after us because we have committed a murder. Yeah, maybe there's a suspicion we are actually replicants. And so now the Blade Runners, or maybe one specific Blade Runner, Steel, our colleague, will be after us. So what do? Well, we have to clear our name. We have to demonstrate that, we're policemen. We're not replicants, maybe. Or maybe we are, but we still pretend to be humans, so we're fine. So anyway, we're not policemen anymore. We haven't got our speeder. We haven't got our flying car anymore. So the only thing we can do is navigate through the sewers and very dirty, toxic, polluted, green, gooey places. So, and everything is connected, so in case you're wondering, you can reach every single place you could reach before by car. You can reach it anyway through, the aforementioned places. So the sewers or whatever. So this is actually, we have Lucy. Interesting. I need something. What do you need, Lucy? No. Oh, she's asking to be void camped. So Lucy, she's got the suspect of being a replicant, but she doesn't know. We helped Lucy before, so instead of hunting her, we said, go away. But now we're doing the void camp. So if you don't know anything about Blade Runner, you haven't watched the film, so there is this test where, so basically this is the machine, the void camp. So we have this camera. It's pointed to the eye of the subject, and then we ask questions, and depending on the reaction of the person, the machine will indicate if that person is replicant or not. So human reaction, replicant reaction. So reaction time. So we turn on the machine. So this is just to calibrate the machine. And now we're ready. So we click here and we ask different questions. Low intensity, medium intensity, and high intensity. You can't always ask high because then the test will fail. So we start with low and you mix and match. Alright. And the thing is, in the film, it goes like this, literally like this. So you have this couple of scenes actually with a void camp, a machine, and well, in the film, the protagonist Harrison Ford asks these kind of weird questions, and just a matter of how they reply, if the subject knows how to reply, or if it's taken aback by the question because it just basically some questions tap into the memories and the general knowledge of a person that for humans is normal because we grew up with that knowledge, or we built up through the years that knowledge, but the replicants haven't got that knowledge. So maybe they don't know how to answer, or if the question is weird or not. So we got already quite a few readings on this one. Goose liver pate. Okay, we're going low and then we go high again. All right. Actually, you can't really tell by the replies, so the simulation, the game simulates positive results. Okay. And here we are. You're a replicant. Okay, we just told you. Okay, we have so basically here it's hinted that Lucy might want to leave Clovis and his gang, let's call it like that, and maybe be with us or join me somehow. Okay, so what do we do actually? So that was you don't always get that scene. So I mentioned before, this game is rather complex. So depending on what you do, when you do it, some scenes are not, they do not play. You don't have certain events. It's not essential because the game goes on anyway, but it's more complete sometimes. So that scene for Lucy, I think, I don't always get it because maybe I have to go there right away as I did it now instead of doing this and going somewhere else first. So here we go back to our apartment because, remember, we have a dog. So what about the dog? We need to at least collect the dog if the dog is still there. And here we go. We're getting a step off mofo, alright? So we lost complete. Okay, he's okay. This guy is jittery. This guy is about to blow our head to blow up our brains. So yeah, we lost our lives completely because we haven't got an apartment anymore. We haven't got a dog. We spent a lot of money on that dog because it's a real dog. It's a real animal. So we literally lost our life. And it actually was quite quick. So the moment we've been accused of killing someone, they flipped things. They just installed someone in our apartment, or maybe that person always lived in our apartment and we imagined everything. Well, the game actually does a good job in kind of confusing you like that. So where are we going? Well, we're going here. Okay, so we're entered this guy's property. So this guy, in case you're wondering, is the same hobo that we kind of met briefly when we were chasing the first replicant. So it was rummaging in the trash, and you could have killed him. So now this scene would play differently because it would be dead. But we didn't kill him, so we can ask a couple of questions and understand what he's talking about. Because he mentioned that other people came down here. So we're standing in his living room. So let's talk about, ask about someone else, artificials. So he's saying other replicants. So he's saying other replicants come here. Okay. Who are they? Who are they? So Japanese guy. So that's Hizo, the guy we've been accused of killing. Muscles and funny hair, so that's Sadiq. Alright. So he's mentioning a fat man. Alright, so he's mentioning a fat man, but he's not the cook from the sushi bar. Oh, collecting guns. So, barks out orders. Alright, so basically what he's saying, he's falling asleep. So what this guy is saying is that he's seen replicants, we know them, but also another guy, big guy, shouting orders, always eating. So this guy is Gaza. Gaza is our boss. I don't know actually what. Well, he's not the chief of the police, but he's our boss. So he's working for the police, but he's been coming down the sewers, dealing with firearms. And during the previous episodes, we picked up a firearm order from his desk. So basically, it's implied that this guy, our boss, is trafficking with firearms, so stealing firearms from the police, stashing them in the sewers, and then selling them, maybe, or possibly, selling them to Izo. Because when we chased Izo through his basement to the basement of his shop, we found out stashes and stashes of guns. guns that probably were then supplied to replicants. Now, is Gaza a replicant as well? So, or is he just is he a replicant sympathizer? Or he just deals with firearms and, well, a client is a client. He doesn't really mind if he's selling firearms to replicants or other people. Now, in any case, we have something that we can use to as a bargaining chip with Gaza and ask him to get our lives back. So we can do that, but before doing that, we can do something more. Okay, now we go through here, and now we have an infamous scene, the rat scene, and it's not an euphemism, it's literally a rat. There will be a rat coming out. I had to do it, so saved in any case, come on. What doesn't happen? Really? Okay, now, kill the rat. If I try, so this is a very nasty thing. If I try to cross the bridge, the wooden bridge will collapse because it can't sustain both of us. So you have to go away, come back, and now, oh no, the rat again. Okay, didn't work. Okay, this is just God. Okay, yeah, the fuck. Let me do it again. That's why I saved. This is ridiculous. I don't know why they put it there. Usually it works. You kill the rat, go away, come back, and the rat is not there anymore. Okay. If you see a cut in the video, you know why? Because I can't do this. Okay. After 3 or 4 times, I was able to do the bridge. Let me save now. It's just that part is ready. To say ridiculous, it doesn't really give you the idea. Okay. Now, we're here. We're in a laboratory. Now, this is Luther and Lance laboratory, and in theory, we should see Luther and Lance, but we don't. So if I come back, okay, interesting. Okay, we got the DNA from their computer. Now this is one of those things where you go back in, go up and down. Okay, that's not. Okay, again, also this one works. Sometimes it doesn't work, other times. Okay, we're here. In here, it's the front shop. So we came here when we were in DNA row, and we saved Moragi. Sort of saved. Okay, they're not here. Okay, I shouldn't be facing the right anymore. Okay, maybe in this playthrough Luther and Lance don't really appear. I'm never sure if some things will always happen. It's just a matter of, going back and forth a couple of times, or if they just, no, this time they don't happen because you did something in a different sequence. Oh, here they are. So, okay. Now let's have a chat with the twins. So at the end of the previous episode, we have the cutscene where the Lutheran lines receive an unwanted visit from Clovis and Sadiq, and we'll learn that probably Lutheran lines are replicants as well, and they were working for Tyrell. They've been they were fired because they were doing some side dealings with, for example, with Ransitter, the animal. Okay, the guy that manages the live animals shop that we met at the start of the game. So they're asking us to get some DNA information from Tyrell directly, from Tyrell's computer. So yeah, they had a deal with a Ransitter, so they were selling fake animals to Ransitter, but Ransitter then was selling them as real animals. So yeah, they're telling him they're the replicants. So the thing is, Tyrell, the head of Tyrell Corporation, likes perfection. So how come these are replicants? They are twins, Siamese twins, so they're kind of a mistake. And the idea is, well, we were a mistake. Sometimes Tyrell makes mistakes. So, and they had a suspicion that they might have been replicants because they say they have different memories of their childhood, which is not, of course, possible. So now we learn that Clovis, the head of these replicants that are going around trying to find the DNA information to extend their lives, has gone to meet Eldon Tyrell, the head of Tyrell Corporation. Okay, we were trying to do the void camp to them. And they're working for, now they're working for Clovis. They're trying to help Clovis and the other replicants to extend their lives. So now we can decide. So honestly, we could retire them. Okay, now they're gone, it's fine. We could have retired them, or we could help, and we help. So we go back into Tyrell's office through the vents, apparently. So here's the same scene. So the guard is sleeping, so we can sneak into Tyrell's office. And this is actually the first time we get into this office because for reasons I was unable to set up an appointment with Tyrell before. So you can come here earlier, but you don't get the DNA that we got now. So now we got 4 DNA samples, data, come on, whatever. And that's relevant, just keep that in mind. I won't tell why. Here they are. Here they are. Oh, that's strange. Usually when I come back they're not here. Okay. No. I'm saving a lot because, yeah, it's not doing things. Okay, they gave us some more information and proof. Yeah, some documents, photographs, video disc that prove that Gaza is a dirty cup. Okay. Okay, now we can call Gaza, our boss, and negotiate with him. So yeah, we need more evidence actually of his of him being a criminal substantially and using police resources, especially firearms, to do some shady dealings and extortion, whatever. So now Luther and Lance had those files. And now the move is to call Gaza, arrange a meeting, and negotiate with him. So now there's all funny enough, we got flying cars, but no mobile phones. So we still rely on landlines, and there are not that many landlines in this city. So there's only one in one of the clubs we visited last time. This club here. So let's call Gaza. So maybe it's not easy to see, but these are phones, so we can have yeah, let's call Gaza and let him know we know everything. So, yeah, Gaza is implying that we are replicants. So, he wants, of course, to do the void camp test to us. Yeah, okay. He was selling weapons to ESO. Okay, we're trying to convince him. Yeah, we want our lives back. Okay, so now we're arranging a meeting in the Suez. Alright. We got him. We got him. We got him. Okay, we got the appointment. So, now we can go down and possibly get our lives back. Now, there's only one thing that actually is a bit strange for me. So, one of the accusations that were levied against us was the fact that we killed ESO. Now, Iso is implied that is a replicant, not a person, not a human. So why would we be in trouble for killing a replicant, retired a replicant? And we know it's a replicant because technically Iso was on Steele, our colleague's list. So she was after Iso, a replicant, and she was about to retire Iso, and we merely or clumsily stepped in the middle on the line of fire and she couldn't take the shot. So Steele was about to retire Iso, so it's heavily implied that Iso is a replicant. But then one of the accusations and one of the reasons why we've been chased by the police is because we killed Iso. But that doesn't make sense if Iso was a replicant, because no one gives a shit about replicants, and if they die even by mistake, it's fine. So that means that Iso was not a replicant, but also means that Steele was about to retire a human. Okay, that's the only thing that doesn't really square for me. Okay, let's go here and meet Gaza, and we'll go through quite a long scene actually. It's a long conversation. Okay, so now we have confirmation that our apartment is fine, that the guy that was there is being kicked out. Our dog is back in the apartment, so that's good. So now he's telling us that Clovis fed some information, pictures to Gaza that were, those were implying that we were part of the crew of the moon bus filled with replicants that arrived on Earth and that landed in the Kippel. So those pictures were doctored, photoshopped, or maybe not. Definitely they convinced Gaza, and so he sent the police after us and destroyed our lives. Oh well. But now we're making a deal, so I'm giving him the files, the incriminating files, and he's already done his part. So we're not a fugitive, we're not a suspect anymore, it seems. Alright. So it seems anyway that Gaza is just a corrupt police officer, is not a replicant, so he probably doesn't care that those firearms were then supplied or ended up with the replicants. He didn't mind as long as he could get paid. So now he's asking us to actually solve his problem with the replicants by killing Clovis. And here we are. So Clovis and Sadiq have followed me, and now they're here, and they're somewhere in this room. And they're not happy that Gaza kind of double-crossed them. So now I'm free. Actually, I could kill Gaza if I really wanted, but I don't want to. But yeah, someone else is going to do it. There we go. So Sadiq, that he likes his firearms and bombs, explosives in general. Last words. There we go. Okay. Okay, now we're in danger, so if we stay there, they're going to kill me as well. So yeah, better bail. Now let's save here. The kind of different moments and points where things can go wrong in this phase. Because in theory there might be some policemen randomly generated that might appear, and they will just shoot. No, they won't ask questions. Now, if we go here, we have a close encounter on red as well. Close encounter with Clovis. We can't do anything, so we just have to run. Run, run, run. Now, in theory, well, more than in theory, our apartment is fine. So we just go back to our apartment. That's the only thing we can do. And that's the only thing we should do. Let's go to our apartment. And we meet Gaff. Okay, interesting enough, Gaff is not after us. So he kind of knows how things went. So this Gaff is this kind of mysterious character, as well as is the same in the film. So he kind of knows things, but then he doesn't act on them. So he won't do anything to us. He will just give us some kind of warning. Maybe yeah, but we don't live forever. That's a line as well in the film. So he's got this kind of a... Okay, that's a police. That's what I said. Fuck. Okay, then that's weird. Okay, it never happened like that, but those encounters are random. So I never met a policeman there, so I was about to be killed. Alright, this game. So now we have a cutscene here introducing Heldon Tyrell and the governor. Tyrell is trying to do business, and basically is proposing to use replicants to clean all the Kipple. The Kipple, this area, fully radioactive and contaminated, polluted. But the replicants are forbidden to enter Earth, so he's trying to convince the governor to lift the ban, of course. Yeah, that's how things go. So yeah, so basically that character Gaff is so mysterious, and this guy has got this always veiled threats kind of thing. Seems that he knows things, but he doesn't want to act on them. Gives threats, not so veiled sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of unnerving. And the governor is gone. Alright. So yeah, it's so unsettling kind of a character in the film as well. So yeah, Clovis is trying to convince or anyway find a way by contacting directly Tyrell, find a way to extend the life, but it's confirming that. So Tyrell is just saying no, 4 years is 4 years, has been coded in your DNA, in every single cell of your body, and after 4 years everything will shut down, so nothing can be done. And yeah, the meeting is interrupted by the security guards, and he's gone. He's not dead. Let me tell you already, spoiler alert, well, not a big spoiler anyway, he's the main antagonist if you want, so he can't die. Okay, so what happened here? So this thing here is not really clear, but it's our dog. So our dog has been killed by someone that smokes cigarettes. So now we know that Steele, our colleague, Blade Runner, is... So now we know that, yeah, Steele, our colleague, is after us. So now we have to run. That's the only thing we can do. We have to run. We can't do anything else. Whether we are a replicant or not, doesn't matter. We didn't get our life back as we thought we could. So now we have to run. Now there's an annoying phone ringing, and the moment I reply, that triggers not the ending, but the ending phase. So I enter the phase of the last act of the game that brings to the end of the game. Now, first of all, the person calling depends entirely on how you played the game. So it's always a different, not always, but it can be different characters, person, depending on how you played. And then what you do after the call, then it will bring a certain ending instead of another ending. So as I mentioned, this game has got multiple endings, 12 to be precise. So now what I want to do is actually show you some of these endings. So I think I will be able to show you 4 different endings, 2 for sure, possibly 2 more. But I think we went on enough for this video, so I want to keep a video only for the endings, so I think we better finish here. And when I'll pick up for the next video, the last one, it will be just for to show you all the endings, all the possible endings, having played and having made the moves that I made in this playthrough. And as I mentioned, there should be 4 different endings possible, I think. Otherwise you will get only 2, but it's 4, it should be 4, But yes, they will be for the next time though, so 1 more episode. We're ending on a cliffhanger here. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. We're almost at the end, and it will all happen in the next episode. Woohoo! Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. You can let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, I'd like to thank all my Ko-fi supporters, and if you want to support me as well, the link to my page is in the description. And until next time, take care and stay relaxed. Bye bye.